Hello everybody and welcome back to the Brick Ninja. Today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Wednesday set, Wednesday and Enid's Dorm Room. This set retails for $89.99 in the United States. It has 750 pieces. It is recommended for ages 10 plus. It is set number 76781 and you get a total of 4 mini dolls in this set. So now that we've got all of the introductions out of the way, let's get to the review. So, starting with the exterior of the build, I'm going to start with showing you some of these stickers. Down here where you see these four right here on the bottom, those are all stickers down here on the bottom. Right here on the top of the set, this is a sticker. And thankfully, the big glass, well, it's not glass, but a plastic windshield right here, which has the iconic dark side and light side for the separation of Enid's side of the dorm room from Wednesday's side of the dorm room. That is a print, not a sticker, thankfully. And it's a fantastic print. It's a really great looking printed piece with a lot of really great detail. And some of the other great details here on the front side of the set are a lot of the Lego elements that are used here. You get 4 of these gargoyle pieces in this set, and these are super cool. I've never seen these Lego elements before, and I think they're awesome. And I really hope that this is a piece that Lego uses in the future, because I think that for like different types of Halloween themed sets or haunted houses in the future, things like that these could be really useful. And you also get, I'm just going to see if I can remove this right here. And I just want to look at all of these right here. So you have these little spires. You saw there were 2 of them. So you have this. This is usually a Technic piece, and it does attach to the rest of the set with a Technic piece, but it's just this little spinning piece that looks really cool when you spin it like this, kind of like an optical illusion. And you also have a light gray cupcake bottom piece right here, so that's cool. And right here you have I believe this is used in the Lego Minecraft sets for let me see if I can remember what they're called, shulker boxes or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's something similar to that. And you also get the regular Lego box piece right here. And this just goes on top of here in kind of a diagonal. And it sits in there real nice and neat. And it looks really cool. And this is just a really nice amount of different types of unique Lego elements all put together in one small build right here that I feel like you don't usually see a lot. And it's really cool. So this just goes right back on here. You can see that yellow piece right there. It just attaches right back on there. And it's the same build for the other side over here. And that's pretty much everything on the outside. You've got these nice gates right here and a lot of kind of, I guess, sand blue tile pieces going all the way across. And all the roof pieces are black bricks and black slopes. You do have some purple and green dots pieces scattered throughout to give it some flair, which I think is cool. And now moving to the interior. So here is the interior of the dorm room. I'm going to start over here with Wednesday's section. And let me just move in a little closer. There we go. So over here in the corner right there, we have Wednesday's typewriter that she has in the show. And I can't remember off the top of my head. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's a print. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the typewriter is a printed piece and not a sticker. And right here on the floor, we have a carpet. That's a sticker. Over here in the corner, we have a sheet of music. That's a sticker. We have her violin and also a black Harry Potter wand piece. Let me see if I can get that a little more. Let me see if I can pull this apart a little bit. There we go. Whoops. Sorry about that, everyone. I accidentally knocked one of my desk lights off of my desk. I bumped it with my elbow. But anyway, going back to what I was saying beforehand, the black violin right here, which is, of course, Wednesday's violin that she plays. And we have a black Harry Potter wand piece right here and a piece of a music sheet. That is a sticker, not a print. And up here, this is also a sticker. This is the detective mystery board that Wednesday is putting together throughout the first season to discover what the monster is and who's doing all the killings. And we also have this chair right here. And inside the chair, let me focus in on that. That is a sticker, not a print. And we also have a little chandelier up here, which is cool, using some of these pieces that are usually used a lot of times on the ends of swords or different weapons from Ninjago. And they're recolored here in white, so that's cool. So that's pretty much everything on Wednesday's side of the dorm room, except for the little record player, which I forgot that I had taken off. You get this printed record piece. Let me focus in on this. And you get this cool, not a saxophone. I don't know what this part of the machine was called that would blast the music, for lack of a better term. So now that it is everything on Wednesday's side of the dorm room. Moving to Enid's side. Enid's side is, of course, much more colorful and bright. And there's some cool parts usage here. You have a few different stickers scattered throughout here. One of a unicorn, what looks like a cactus with some sunglasses, and maybe a little owl. And then she has this little light up here. And then another sticker right here on this moving panel that says music is my escape. And we also have these little animals right here, except they're unprinted. This is a rabbit, and this, whoops, the other one that I just dropped is a hamster, and those are not focusing. You know what, I'm going to move this out of the way. So these are cool. They're almost like product testing pieces, because they don't have any actual printing on them. It's just like the Lego group finished the physical molding of these pieces and just left them unfinished, which I think is fascinating. They both have little holes in the top of their heads, so if you wanted to put some accessories on there, you can. And these are just really cool. I know, like, they're supposed to be a part of the set. These are in the instructions. It's not like these were thrown in on accident or anything, but I just find them fascinating because these are really cool and interesting pieces. And now moving back to the set, some of the other cool things in Enid's room are she has some pink roller skates over here, a pair of lavender headphones. She has over here in the corner, right here, it's a little dark, but over there in the corner you might be able to see it next to the red lamp piece. That's a cupcake piece in red, which is really cool. We have the cat ears that Enid let Wednesday wear in the scene from, I can't remember if it was like episode 2 or 3, but the canoe race part of that episode, when they dressed up as black cats or something. I can't exactly remember what it was, but that piece is in here, and that's really cool. And there's also a lime green cupcake piece right here, and also a couple more stickers for some pillows. And you do have this little rug right here, which is made out of, a handful of tile pieces, and this is Enid's bed. So that is everything on the interior of the dorm room. Now bringing it back around the front for just a minute. These right here are where the 2 extra storage parts go. That's what I just call them, storage bins, storage areas. So on both sides of the build, right next to these masonry bricks right here, you have this little lever, and the same thing over here on this side. And what you do is you push on both of these, and there we go. And it gives you access to both of these. You have one for Enid and one for Wednesday. And there's some cool things inside of here. Whoops, that part just fell off. So starting with this part right here for Wednesday, we have a little black dahlia flower. We have a chalice with some water in it, a 1x1 translucent blue stud, and this awesome 1x2 printed tile. This is not a sticker, this is a tile of the hide from Wednesday Season 1, so that's awesome. Whoops, I just dropped that. And I'll just reiterate again, like I said at the beginning of the video, these right here on the front are all stickers. Those are not prints, but this part right here is a print. And now moving on to this one, I put a couple extra parts in here. You do get 2 sets of the cat ears. Now I can show you them in closer detail. So this is what they look like. You can put them on top of mini dolls or mini figures, as long as their hairpiece has the little hole in it for you to be able to attach accessories. And you have a pen in here. You get 2 of them in this set, so that's cool. You have Enid's cell phone and another cup with some water in it. And both of these little drawers, that's actually a better word for these drawers, they both insert back into the main build in the same way. They both have these parts on the back of them, which connect to parts that are attached to the bottom portion of the main build. And what you do is you just very easily push them back into place, and that's all it takes. It's very easy and very simple, and I really think that that's a cool inclusion. You can store your mini dolls down there so they don't get dusty or dirty, and I really like that. And overall, this is just a really cool and fun set. This part fell off, that's why that's like that. And I think that this is really neat, and I think that the designers of this set did a really good job of looking at all of the different details from Enid and Wednesday's dorm room from the TV show and putting them into this build. Lots of care and design went into this, and I think they did a really good job. Here is Wednesday in her Nevermore Academy uniform, and this is a really awesome mini doll. Her hairpiece is a hard plastic, and it's pulled back into 2 braids, like in the show. And she does have some back printing right there. And her facial expression is very serious and not very loose, I guess. I don't know. Like, it looks like how she looks in the show. And there's a little bit of detail on the shoes with some shoelaces. So that is Wednesday in her uniform. Here is Enid in her casual attire. And her hairpiece is a neck-length blonde hairpiece that's been used before in LEGO Friends sets. She has some purple socks on and some shoes and what looks like a mostly pink shirt with some yellow and red mixed in there. And that same pattern is continued onto the back of the mini doll. And she does have some flower printing down here on her skirt. Here is Thing. And this is a single Lego element. And those markings right there are printed onto this piece. Those are not stickers. Those are printed on. And this is a really cool new little hand piece to represent Thing. And I think that it's really cool. And the little stitches right there look really good. And I think that the Lego group did a really good job with this for a Lego Thing. Here is Wednesday in her Raven Dance dress. And the main dress part down here, this part is just completely black. There's no printing on this part at all. All of the printing is on the torso. And the printing that is on the torso is really good. She's got, like, it's all black, of course, but it looks to be a little bit of silver on the top. And that same pattern continues onto the back. And she has a different hairpiece. This one is kind of braided a little bit. And this hairpiece, well, I didn't mean to pull the head out, but this hairpiece is a squishy, rubbery hairpiece. Here is Enid in her Raven Dance dress, and she has her pink wig that she wears in the show to the dance, and she has the same fur and sparkle design continued onto the back that she has on the front of her dress, and she looks to be wearing some white boots. So that is Enid in her Raven Dance dress. So that is my review of the Lego Wednesday set, Wednesday and Enid's dorm room. And I think that this is a really fantastic set. It's more of a display model than something that you could get on the ground and play with. But you could play with the mini dolls and play around inside the interior of the dorm room a little bit. But as a display piece, I think that it works really well. And I want to talk about the price first. For $89.99, this set is overpriced. But the good thing about this set right now is that this set is actually currently on sale. I bought this set on Lego Shop at Home recently for $62.99 USD. So that's basically $63. And so for $63 at 750 pieces, that is a really good price to piece ratio. So if you haven't bought this set yet, if you've either been holding out for a sale or if you've been on the fence about buying this set, I definitely recommend it. Number one, because it is on sale. Number two, this is a really good set. Number three, all 4 mini dolls in this set are exclusive. And I really think that the way that these mini dolls were designed is really good. And you also get Thing in this set, even though Thing isn't exclusive, but the mini dolls are. And I just think that this is a really good set that shouldn't be passed up by anybody that's a fan of the TV show, because I hadn't seen Wednesday until recently. I just recently watched the first season and I thought it was really good, and I haven't seen any of season 2 yet. So if you have seen the first half of season 2, please don't post any spoilers down in the comments section for myself or anyone else that hasn't seen it yet. Personally, I'm waiting for the second half of season 2 to drop in early September so that I can just binge watch the entire season at once. That's what my plan is. And I'm really looking forward to it. I thought that season 1 was really good, and I think that this set is a really good representation of the characters, the outfits, and this particular building and everything inside from the show, all represented very well. So those are all my thoughts and opinions on this set. Feel free to let me know yours down below in the comments section. And if you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest content coming from my channel. And as always, Ninja Go!